We are back in The Journey Through A Course in Miracles by Ken Wapnick. This is volume 1 of 4 volumes, and we are on chapter 2, The Separation and the Atonement. This is Fear of the Atonement, and I'm picking up the reading. We haven't gotten to the picture, what is it called, a graph that Ken made. So I'm going to read the text here because I think it's more useful. If it's not, please let me know. Whatever way whoever's following this prefers, I am open. So here we go. Before miracle workers are ready to undertake their function in the world, it is essential that they fully understand the fear of release. Otherwise, they may unwittingly foster the belief that release is imprisonment, a belief that is already very prevalent. Jesus refers to release from our imprisonment within the ego thought system, yet he speaks of the fear of release. We all fear that if we follow Jesus and listen to the Holy Spirit, we will lose. We fear being imprisoned by God and losing our freedom. That was the ego's call to arms at the beginning. There is no freedom in heaven where you are not free to do or say what you want. You cannot even have your own thoughts, for God is an absolute tyrant who would not tolerate any thoughts apart from his. You risk destruction if you disobey him. Though this is a total fabrication of the ego, we can see the reverberations of this delusional system throughout history. We value freedom, but this means freedom of the body. No one truly cares about freedom of the mind. The only true freedom, without which there is only the imprisonment of both jailer and prisoner. True freedom is freedom from this nightmare of guilt, pain, hatred, and death. And the key to choosing such freedom is realizing it is a choice. Helping us to understand our power to free ourselves from this prison is the function of the miracle. Needless to say, this is not an external incarceration, for no one put us here. Our decision-making minds imprisoned us, but now we can be taught why. Our belief that freedom lies within the prison's bars, not realizing, of course, that the ego itself is the prison. A later section is entitled The Difference Between Imprisonment and Freedom. What truly frees us, the ego says, is its thought system of separation, and what imprisons us is freedom. We all need a voice to gently remind us what the ego has offered is not freedom, but imprisonment. I alone offer you the gift of true freedom. This is the course. Corrective learning always begins with the awakening of spirit and the turning away from the belief in physical sight. Turning away from physical sight means choosing Christ's vision, or what Chapter 3 calls true perception. We will explore this important theme later in our symphony. This often entails fear because you are afraid of what your spiritual sight will show you. Spiritual sight is an awkward way of saying vision, the preferred expression. We fear what our spiritual sight shows us because looking through the eyes of atonement, we realize this is a dream. What seems to be worldly devastation is but a shadowy fragment of the mind's devastation of separation. If we look at this with Holy Spirit, it marks not only the end of devastation, but the end of the special and individualized self we think we are, whose freedom we think we have won. Accordingly, there are at least these 4 places in the chapter that make the point that we are afraid of the atonement and the release it brings us. Because we fear looking through the Holy Spirit's eyes and realizing the problem is not external in the world, but internal in the mind, our egos need to defend themselves against this threat of the mind's decision-making power. I love this. I'm moving through some things personally, which of course is all about separation. But my husband's going through some health issues, so I can look at it. I love looking at it in this way, of course. And it certainly brings comfort, but at the same time, it's like, you know? So I'm grateful for A Course in Miracles. It helps me to keep sanity in times when the world is calling for insanity, which is all the time because the world is insane. So, hey, how about that? And I'm so grateful for Ken Wapnick's commentary. I just feel like it's going deeper and deeper and deeper, and it's so beautiful, and I hope it's helping you as well. I'm grateful that I decided to read this, and I hope I'm not breaking any copyright laws or anything. I have no idea about that. I don't think Ken would mind. I'm not trying to make money off of this. I'm just putting it out in the world to share. So I don't know if the Foundation for A Course in Miracles would mind, but I've been doing this for years, and I didn't know if I should reach out to anybody. So if anyone knows anything about that, let me know. I should take more time and investigate it. But anyway, this is, to me, it's like reading from the Bible. And I think of it that way, so I feel like it should be shared with the world. So, and I truly feel that Ken would feel the same way. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for listening to me ramble on today, and I will see you tomorrow. I left the picture, the graph, Ken's graph, at the end of this video if you want to take a look at it. Thank you. Bye.